Hello, I am a guy just talking to a phone, but I want to talk about 5 songs that I like, especially from the Beatles' era of George Harrison songs. Now, this list might be controversial because number one may not be what everyone expects. So I put number 5 as Here Comes the Sun, number 4 as Something, which normally these would be considered the best songs in his discography as a solo artist and a Beatle. But I think there are a few more defining, more better songs in his songwriting. Number 3, I would say Long, 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 because it's underrated, and even though I can't hear his vocals that well, Long, Long, Long is a spiritual longing type of song. And I don't know, maybe I'm getting older. I just really like a good spiritual song. Number 2 is Within You and Without You, or Within You, Without You, as people who actually looking at the album Sgt. Pepper's would actually would tell you. And number 1, his best song, I think, has to be a tie between While My Guitar Gently Weeps and Don't Bother Me, which people might think Don't Bother Me, oh, it's just a throwaway song. I think, to me, Don't Bother Me really shows the potential of George Harrison as a songwriter. And it almost was like a no-brainer. Okay, cool, George wrote a song, let's put it on this album. Yes, George did not get a song of his own throughout 1964, but it was so crucial of a song for George that on the Beatles' second studio album ever, because the American albums do not count in my opinion, George gets a song that he wrote on the album. This way, it's a bit easier for him to get songs on the album, honestly. Honestly, if Don't Bother Me is not written, George would have just had to hold on to every song he wrote from 1963 all the way to 1970. Plus, honestly, All Things Must Pass would have been maybe a 4, maybe 5 album set. To tell you the truth, if George Harrison did not fight for Don't Bother Me, or brought in Don't Bother Me and just hey guys, I wrote a song. I'm sorry, we would not have a song like Something or Come Together if George didn't bring Don't Bother Me. And While My Guitar Gently Weeps, no doubt, easily one of, if not the best song he ever, like, literally, it's one of his best songs on the White Album. And I could go on and on and on and on and on, but for the sake of this video, I think I said everything that needs to be said, especially when it comes to George Harrison and his songwriting. It's hard to choose which one's the best, especially when I intended this video to be a short. So, yeah. Honestly, there's just no correct answer. But there is no wrong answers as well. Because there's a spiritual and there's a rocker side to George. And both are really great. I recommend trying to experiment and kind of see those two sides of George. Now, he did change throughout the 70s and 80s, where there's two different sides of him. One that, like a reluctant spiritual leader, and just a man with his guitar just wants to play while gently weeping. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, give me a thumbs down. Let me know. I mean, this list is my opinion. Sorry, there's an alarm going on. This list is entirely my opinion, but feel free to let me know what your favorite song or top 5 favorite songs by George Harrison, whether it be within the Beatles, machine, or as a solo artist. Let me know. And dare I say it, I will say the Beatles are a supergroup. I will die on that hill. Bye.